Well, hello there. This is my new version of the Panavia Tornado. I was not happy with the old one. I felt the front looked very chunky, and when I showed off all of my jets in one video, you possibly saw an earlier version of this new model. However, I've changed it up slightly more. I've fixed up most of the colours from parts that I had. There are just a few things left to replace, such as this dark grey here, and on the other side, a bit of orange. There's a few other dark grey bits dotted around, but, well, I'll show you, first of all, the swing wing is a bit smoother. It's just a lot easier to use. It's a lot sleeker as well. The front, as opposed to being 6 studs wide, is only 4 studs wide. And the cockpit is now all one colour and a little bit longer, so you've got a little bit more space for passengers. So another big difference is, now this may be a bit controversial here, but the air intakes are now filled in. Now the reason I've done that is not because on the real one they're filled in, but I was just able to create a much sleeker appearance by doing it this way. The outside from the side, which is mainly where you'll be looking at it, it looks a lot better, and it saves the proportions being incorrect. So there may be a few things you consider to be a downgrade. However, I think the overall look is a lot better and the functionality is a lot smoother too. So the landing gear on the old one, you may consider this a downgrade too. However, I don't, because it really did not work well at all on the old one. However, you have to manually open up these and then use the engine to open it up. Now, on the old one, of course, you just pressed something down in there and it would all spring open, but it would break a lot. This has never broken once, and flipping it round balances just fine on the new landing gear. Can it go backwards? Not really, but planes don't go backwards anyway, so you can bring it forward as much as you like. I'm going to put the landing gear away again. Oh well, I'll actually open it up, because when it's open you can see the wings, the swing wing. It was a lot to condense into one small area, but I think it's paid off quite nicely. There's another grey bit there, dark grey in there, but in time, when I find the pieces or when I order the pieces, I'll replace those. Of course, still got the ailerons on the wings, and then there's the cockpit, which fits the pilots a lot nicer. It looks a lot smoother in there. There's not real seating on the bottom, but again, that's to save space, and to be honest, I don't think you're going to notice that because the pilots are sitting in there. Now, what's not accurate, another thing which isn't so accurate now, similar issue to the Harrier, is this isn't meant to open up, and this really should open up all the way from here. So this whole section should just go up, but that's not possible with Lego. On the older one, the cockpit was a bit shorter, which was even less accurate. At least this way, the overall look is very accurate. There's also no tapering on the back now. The tapering initially used potentially some illegal techniques, but the back's just a lot more solid. The whole thing is a lot stronger, and it just feels a lot more satisfying to play about with. So, I don't know about you, I think overall I'm a lot more happy with the looks. I think that's really what it's about. And there are one or two things which aren't so accurate. Another thing which potentially isn't so accurate now is this slope here should be a bit longer, just going up till there, but you know, that doesn't matter. It's quite sturdy. This is quite a, I was quite happy to come up with this construction. There's even the hole over there, the square hole. And to be honest, I think that's about wraps it up. I've shown you the pilot before. Yeah, well, I think next I plan to make potentially an A10 Warthog. My reason for that would be simply I'm trying to do as many diverse planes as possible. So I started with the F-35. Other than being vertical takeoff, which the Harrier is anyway, it doesn't look that different, or at least it's not so unique from other planes. Obviously it is, it's the most powerful or the most sophisticated jet built. But, well, that was my first jet anyway. Then I made the Harrier, and the Harrier is extremely unique. And of course this jet, and it's got the swing wings, and I was just happy to put those into a build. Then I made the Typhoon, which is completely different because it's a delta wing. And then the Russian Sukhoi 57, which had blue engines, and well, it was just nice to use the new type of camouflage for the top. And of course I finished with the, well, didn't finish, but I made the Chengdu J20 next, which is a complete mashup of the Typhoon and F-35, which is pretty cool. I haven't actually started on any other jet because I've been quite busy not starting on any other jet, but maybe I'll make an F-18 and experiment with the folding wings. I can make a cool mechanism potentially where the wings fold out and the landing gear comes down. But anyway, until next time.